This is the video for Special Education 638, the Field Experience in Applied Behavior Analysis for Ball State University. This is intended to give you more information on the research project that you will be conducting during this course. The research project is divided into three main portions. The first portion is just a submission of the peer-reviewed journal articles that you will be using for the research project and the research presentation. The second portion is submission of a research paper. I'll give you more details in a second. And the third portion is a submission of a training presentation. So for the project, you will be choosing from a list of topics that are detailed in the research project description on the Blackboard page. It's under Course Content Modules 4. So the subjects that you can choose from are as follows. You can choose to research social skills. And remember that when you're researching this is a field experience in applied behavior analysis. So what you are researching needs to be an intervention for social skills that is grounded in applied behavior analysis. The same with daily living skills. You can look at how you could teach daily living skills to individuals with developmental disabilities or autism using applied behavior analysis. You could research how to teach manding, requesting to individuals with applied behavior analysis because this is a common deficit that individuals may have. Also, you can research curriculum-based assessments that you may be using at the facility you're working at. So for instance, some of these include VB-MAP, the ABLES, or the PEAK assessment. There are also a variety of other assessments that you might be using for individuals that are older. So if you have any questions regarding the curriculum-based assessments and if an assessment you are interested in researching or if it falls into something that's appropriate for this project, please contact your instructor who's listed on your syllabus. So after you choose your topic, the first portion of the research project will be due in Module 10, and that is simply providing a list of peer-reviewed articles. And you need a minimum of 10 peer-reviewed articles. You can submit more than 10, but a minimum of 10 is required. And all of those 10 need to be peer-reviewed, so from a journal. If you use textbooks, that's fine, but it needs to be a minimum of 10 peer-reviewed journal articles. You can also use textbooks, other articles that are not peer-reviewed, but again, you need 10 that are peer-reviewed. So after you submit that, you'll begin researching the topic that you chose, whether it be social skills, daily living skills, or one of the others that was mentioned. And you will write an 8 to 10 page research paper on that topic. So the first 5 to 8 pages need to be a literature review of the current literature on that topic. So you will use those peer-reviewed journal articles to create that literature review. And then it will be followed by a 1 to 2 page reflection of how you can apply what you've learned from the current literature to your practice going forward as a BCBA. The third portion of the project will be a training presentation. And you can frame the training presentation of one in 3 ways. You can frame it as you are training a parent or caregiver of an individual that you're working with. You can frame it as a training presentation for peers in the field, or you can frame it as a pitch to your organization that you work for of why you should apply these things to your current practice. So the presentation needs to be a minimum of 20 slides. You do not have to use PowerPoint. You can use something like Prezi, and there's a link in the document that describes the research project, or something similar to PowerPoint. And it just needs to be 20 slides, and you need to give a review of the current literature from your research paper, and then choose 1 to 2 of the applications that you found and expand on those in the training presentation. And remember who you're framing it for. If you're framing it for peers, if you're framing it for parents, or if you're framing it for as a pitch to your organization. So along with the slides that you will have, you also need to either have presenter notes for each of the slides, so your talking points that you will give through that presentation. And you won't actually be presenting the presentation, but it will be all set up so you could give this presentation at your organization. So that's why the presenter notes are important. If you do not want to put presenter notes in your presentation, you can submit a separate Word document outlining the talking points that you will have as you give your presentation, or as you would give your presentation. If you don't want to do either of those things, you can have a narrative. So you can dub your voice over the top of yourself as if you were presenting this to your organization. If you have any questions or concerns as you go forth with the research project, or any suggestions for future semesters, you can contact your instructor or myself. I'm Dr. Allison Labrie, and good luck.